Berlin is more than just a backdrop for historical events. It has long been known as the capital city of the spies and espionage, where intelligence operations from around the globe have intersected in a web of secrecy and strategy. The city atmosphere of intrigue and surveillance continue to capture the imagination and shape its identity. Berlin is also a city of symbols of rise and fall, destruction and rebirth. From the ruins of war to the vibrant, unified metropolis it is today. Berlin embodies resilience and transformation. As we explore these landmarks, I will reflect on these lessons we can learn together from the past and the enduring spirits of this incredible city. So welcome to Berlin. Today I will share with you my views and how I see this Berlin, this amazing city. First of all, I must say I'm very emotional for one simple reason. I was looking the way how to approach to this review of the Berlin, and to those who don't know, the Berlin has been divided for almost 40 years, since 1949 to 1989, and then the Berlin Wall fell down. We'll come to this a little bit later. But the fact is that witnessing changes across the globe, we can learn so much from this city, Berlin. Berlin has been flattened in Second World War. It's been destroyed. You didn't know where the streets they are. Every building, every house in this city has been destroyed, literally destroyed. For almost 4 years, English and Americans bombed this city to the ruins. And then for last 2 weeks of the Second World War, from April 16th to April 30th, 2.5 million Russian soldiers, plus thousands of pieces of artillery and thousands of aircraft assaulted this city. This city has been defended in 2 stages, battle for Berlin and battle in Berlin, which I'm going to cover in different episodes, special episodes here on the ground in Berlin. But let me start just emphasizing something very simple. As I was in Paris, I saw Eiffel Tower. I'm seeing Berlin as something when you can say that impossible, it's possible. City which has been destroyed, being divided, and regardless you on the west side of Berlin or east side of Berlin, doesn't matter. The city has been rebuilt. It was being reborn, and that itself represents the big achievement for all of us, that we can believe that impossible, it's possible. What human mind imagine, it can develop, it can recreate. When you come into Berlin, you will see it. What I'm saying this to you, this city has an architecture dating a couple hundred years ago back, and yet people rebuilt this city from the scratch. So I have a question for you. As you know, I traveled from Paris to Berlin, and apart of having this episode on a plane when the lady in front of me, she's jumped on me, like literally jumped, because for some reason she didn't like me recording myself. It has nothing to do with her. Lucky I have a flight attendant saving my own skin, because I think that this lady will throw me out of the plane, and I'm defenseless, poor me. But thing it is, when I was in France, and this is a question for all of you guys, I saw every corner, every street has a pastry shop, has a panini shop, so French food, Italian food, everywhere. But yet I didn't saw that one person is fat, and I don't know why or how. So if you guys can answer this to me, put this in comment section below. Now let's go talk now of Berlin. So I arrived in Berlin yesterday morning. Flight from Paris was on time. It's a German precision, 7 a.m. We arriving about 8:30, and I was in hotel about 10 o'clock. And hotel's called the Titanic. Interesting name. Anyway, we're gonna come to this a little bit later, a review hotel, which is, by the way, it's amazing. So we are in city of Berlin. We're traveling from the airport to Berlin. One thing I like about France and Germany, it is that the government policing taxi industry. Why is that? Because it's like, if you want to be robbed, obviously you're going to be robbed by taxi drivers. No question asked. It doesn't matter what country you are, not taxi drivers, those who driving illegal taxis. In Germany, as in France, it's only you're gonna get registered taxis. If you stand there on taxi rank or in airport like in Germany, Guy comes, he says, I'm registered, you sit in a car, show him address, Germans drive you, give you the receipt, you love it. So guys, you can feel comfortable, not to worry, will you be robbed, and you open your account on your bank account, on your online, and they say like, oh, it's gone, money's gone. But one thing, never give your card out of your sight. While you're traveling, this is my tip, don't. I've seen people being robbed and they don't understand how. Well guys, don't let out of the sight your card. You're not on your home. Even if I'm in Australia, people's gonna try to rob me. They're gonna do fake ATM card reader, many other things, right? But when you're traveling, make sure that you keep your cards with you, in your hands. So I arrived in Berlin, taxi driver drives me. Berlin airport is about 40 minutes from the Berlin city CBD area or city center. And first thing what I noticed that we are driving towards East Berlin. How do I know this? It says East Berlin. Well, architecture, it's so familiar. I remember because I was growing up in communism, and it's the same thing my childhood or here in East Germany. I think they have the same, fetish for the same architecture. I don't know. But thing it is, once when you drive in East Berlin, you can see the wide roads, new buildings looks like same. It's a big like a sleeping, buildings. There's nothing nice about them. There's facade, it looks same, a lot of units. But that was in communism. In communism, even my parents, they got for free apartment. They got the points based on me, my brother. They both work in a factory. My father was having the red booklet. He was communist, and I knew that that is what you're expecting in communism. Some people never got apartments for some unknown reason. I don't go there, but Eastern Berlin looks as I expected. Wide streets, the architecture, it looks so familiar and typical communist architecture, so don't be surprised. One thing struck me straight away. It's a lot of graffitis, a lot of people walking with the alcohol in their hands. You can see a lot of homeless people. And one thing, when I spoke with a truly source of the information, that's a taxi drivers, they told me that East Germany and East Berlin still lagging behind their countrymen in West Berlin and West Germany. I don't know why, I don't go there. But I was impressed with how wide roads they are, how the infrastructure works. They have this U-Bahn, which is on time. I drove myself on U-Bahn because I'm going to see the client. U-Bahn, it's working there. You feel safe, you feel intact. So when you come in Berlin CBD area, you're going to see the difference straight away. The wide roads actually become more narrow because they're going towards the West Berlin, and there's a couple places like a Checkpoint Charlie, Brandenburg Gate, the Reichstag, the places where the Berlin Wall has been erected. You can see the differences. One more thing I want you to take a notice. Germany hosting European Soccer Cup. So even in Berlin, Center Berlin, part of Center Berlin around the Brandenburg Gate particularly, they're being shut down because they put in the fake grass. So they're gonna put a lot of events and the sport events and obviously festivals and entertainment industry is gonna be there in that part of Berlin. So like on eastern side of Berlin, nothing, but it's also happening on the western side of Berlin again. So just be aware that's gonna be some works. When in Berlin, you feel safe. I'll tell you this right now because I can see people are quite open. They will talk to you. They will help you, assist you. So far, I didn't saw nothing what will scare me or be afraid of. And it's not like other places I went. But I'm inviting you to come into Berlin. I'm going to cover Berlin and a couple of historical sites like Reichstag, Brandenburg Gate, the Führerbunker. I'm going to cover this in special episodes, particularly episodes about Stasi, because that's the main reason why I'm here. I'm going to talk about espionage, and as I said, Berlin, it is capital city of spies and espionage. So guys, welcome to Berlin.